wonder why we have such a doomy, dark, dismal vibe to the music we write, well, take a look. This is where we live. Welcome to a half decade of Sennedra. The band was conceived really in probably 2013, 2014 by myself and Andrew, although 2 songs had already been written. Let's rewind to the beginning. So myself and Andrew were in a band called Ravenshade. We continued to do Ravenshade, but I had started writing a different kind of music, and then somewhere along the line, Andrew and I were both working on a different kind of music, more like straight up metal, death, folk kind of stuff than I was doing in the band Ravenshade. And Ravenshade, a lot of it was written from personal experience and real life. Sennedra is more based on fantasy. In about 2014, we really conceived the band. By 2015, we'd released the first album, which was Illusions. That was written and produced in probably 6 to 8 months. It might have even been 4 months. Might have been 4 months, because I'd already had some tracks previously that didn't fit in the band Ravenshade, that were just sort of sitting on the sidelines. What were those ones again? One of those was Some Autumn Mornings. The other one was Shores of Neverwhere. So I'd already had those songs, and everything else came after the fact. And started writing for Sennedra, putting it all together without even having a band name, and just kind of writing these songs, recording them. A lot of it was me just learning how to produce. And it evolved into a band, and we eventually released Illusions, which was in September 2015. I think it was Friday the 13th. When we released the first Sennedra record, Illusions.
Andrew is here, and today I'm going to talk to you about my role in Sennedra and probably some of the past that I've worked on and things that I got planned for the future, and the name Sennedra, which I came up with at the time. I won't go into all the details. I like to have a little bit of mystery about it, but I'll tell you a few things that inspired me about the name, or drove me towards it, and one of them is my fascination with history and wars in history, and a band called Woods of Ypres from Canada that are demonic, gothic slash doom, and just this combination of these things sort of led me to research the history of Woods of Ypres and the name and where it came from, and it sort of led me onto the direction that I wanted to go with our band, or our sound of the band helped contribute to that idea. So those are a few hints: war, history, band Woods of Ypres from Canada. Yeah, I think I'll leave it a bit at that.
This is me, recording on the camera. This is Andrew.
Why are you
We are the mind child and the beginning of what is called Sennedra, which is a doom metal project, and it's hopefully going to be a lot of multimedia stuff. And what I hope is the video I'm shooting right now will be our first video blog that Andrew is so reluctant to participate in. Mostly because I told him 2.5 seconds ago I was putting him on camera, and he doesn't want to be that way. So the idea is we're just going to make some music as best we can, putting our minds together. We've got quite a bit done, and hopefully what we make people like. And maybe I'll make more videos like this, but I'll find a way to make Andrew participate. Check out our guitars. They're both red. It's awesome. Say hello. He says fuck off. I'll translate. So how do you feel about playing guitar? Fuck off, he says. Do you enjoy doom metal? No, it sucks. what's up with this project? I fucking hate it. That's his attitude about everything. And he's about to fucking put an Epiphone right through my skull. So hopefully you like what we do and find it entertaining, and you see more of us in a very theatrical, fantastical way.
My writing style, well, guitar-wise, I'm not remotely the best guitar player, so I keep it pretty straightforward. What I've written is mostly pretty straightforward. What I've written for Sennedra, but lyrically, conceptually is where my creativity, I find, really starts to thrive. And you can see a bit of that in Illusions, where I started off being more metaphorical. I let the listener try to come to a conclusion of what they think the lyrics mean. Let their imagination run wild with it. You know, a song like Solace Moonlight was one I wrote.
Well, hello out there. It's James Scott here with a little bit of a update on what's going on in the Sennedra camp. And I'm in the process of mastering. Initially we had 11 songs, and what you see behind me on the monitor, this monitor, is, well, me getting ready to master one of the tracks. I hope you like what's soon to come. Really, I think probably very soon to come. I've mastered, I think, 9 of 11 or 12 tracks. I might have 1 or 2 up my sleeve to finish recording before I move forward with actually releasing everything. But hey, I thought I'd give you an update anyways, and yeah, I guess we'll just leave you with a little bit more. It's here. Sennedra Illusions is done. It's completed, and it's on Bandcamp. That's the only place right now that is available to you. The album itself is only like $5. You can buy the individual songs for $1. Hopefully you like what you hear, and as you can tell, I'm a little fucking tired. It's been a long journey. My name's James Scott from the band Sennedra. Andrew Baphomet here. The ever silent, ever colorful Andrew Baphomet. Exactly. We are Sennedra, and we are about to release our first record, Illusions. How would I describe our band? We cover topics, everything from personal experience to songs deeply steeped in folklore, as well as spirituality. You know, our purpose is to make a different kind of metal, something that's not incredibly negative. We like to tell a lot of stories, and we like to
Make you think.
yeah, make you think a little bit. And we prefer to kind of consider ourselves, you know, genreless. In the world of metal, you have folk doom, slash, bash, smash, all kinds of different heavy metal. And, you know, really it's just metal. But if I had to categorize it, we're kind of a doom folk band. And there's even elements of like electronic stuff. We're influenced by bands like Zemail, Amorphous.
Oh, Swallow the Sun, Ghost Brigade, and a couple doom metal bands out there.
Check out what we're doing. If you like what you hear, keep your eyes open. The record is going to be a digital-only release for now, and it's going to be on Bandcamp. We have set the release date for September 13th. So keep your eyes and ears open. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Find us on Facebook. I'm easy to find, James Scott.
Andrew Baphomet wearing a gas mask.
Do us a favor and check us out, man, because honestly, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Half the reason we did the type of band we did that's really diverse in sound is there wasn't a lot of inspiring stuff out there on the market right now. I'm not saying that to sound arrogant, just the truth is nothing was really moving me, so I thought maybe I'll write what I want to hear. Hopefully you want to hear it too. Cheers.
Displaced and a record lives.
This time it'll fucking work. I got some fucking movie on in the background from the 80s called Up the Creek. You better go fucking watch it. And I'm gonna drink some old shoe leather rum. Here we go. Down she goes, boys. And today, I bring you Drunken Arpeggios, sponsored by my own private reserve Merlot. I brewed this in my bathtub. Play responsibly. Don't drink and shred. That's it. And today's episode of Silliness is brought to you by my friend Hugh and his German buddy Kettner. I think they're both from Germany, but I don't give a fuck.
What was that?
There might be leaves in it now.
I think it was the condensation. It was like leaking out.
Oh. I was trying to get out of film.
Face.
Yeah, fuck that camera.
That's the best shot right there.
Alright. Anything else that you want to film for your video?
Why you
We are... While writing Illusions, I was already writing for Cotton Viola because there was just too much material, and there was certain things I didn't think fit on the sound of Illusions that went on to Cotton Viola. So during the Illusions era, I had written A Dormant Evil, and I got really experimental with songs like Tribes of the Moon. It was surprisingly influenced by Danny Elfman. He did lots and lots of soundtrack stuff. And by the time we got to Cotton Viola, we were a little bit more serious. We started working on merch, like these lovely t-shirts that are available.
But I get to come up with some of the cool stuff, you know. Hunt down cool artists who do awesome art for us. You know, I get to do some of our marketing and things like that on the YouTube channel and the Bandcamp and stuff like that. Shirts, come up with those types of things. I've really found my groove in learning history and getting deep into that, but I also want to do something different. I didn't want to just write about Norse or Greek gods or historical events or characters. I want to take a different approach, so I'm writing a history from a different approach, a different perspective. You know, maybe I'll write a fictional tale in that point of history or in that event of history, something like that. If I were to write a song about the Templars, it wouldn't be specifically based on Templars. It could be a fictional character from a different point of view. So I like to try to let a listener hear that and sort of gauge where it's coming from. Really gets the listeners involved, I guess, in the lyrics. And I really started to grasp my role here with Ghost Choir Rogue, Scarlet Armada, Grey Skies Have Passed Us By. Those are three that are heavily inspired by history or a historic person or just something loosely based in history.
All right, now let's look at some behind the scenes stuff, and yeah, roll tape. Although it's not tape anymore, it's like run digital. All right, folks. So we wrapped on another day of guerrilla filmmaking, and I figure it's a good opportunity to show the new sort of headquarters of Sennedra
see some familiar things here. There's my rack mount. It's really gloomy and dark up here. Amps over there. Guitars over there. I know you can't see shit. There's the computer screen. There's transferring some files over. There's skullduggery. I don't know if you can see him. But, yeah. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the new studio. So we're on the loft floor of a house. It's a low roof and it's not ideal for making music. I mean, but it sounds pretty good. I have to do some acoustic treatment in here, but not too much. Painted the walls a gray color. We got some nice hardwood floor. Studio lamp. Some weird. This is the chimney that they've just painted bricks on cheaply. Good for them. What's over there? Little fireplace looking thing. Yeah, we picked this place. Well, I picked this place for my studio because apparently it's haunted. You never know. You never know. Here's some behind the scenes footage from our recent music video, and as always, it's a zero budget guerrilla filming in what locations we have. All right, check it out.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Oh, look, there's Andrew from Sennedra. James from Sennedra. There's the mask.
Oh, it's Swiffer can't get out that door.
That's Catherine, and that's Ray. You don't really see pictures of Ray because he's an agoraphobic, and we got him to be in this video. So we're not going to show you who he is because he's afraid you'll go to his house and stalk him. There's Andrew trying to be like this, trying to see Ray's face, but Ray won't show us his face. He won't show us his face.
Rusty barbed wire.
Rusty barbed wire. We can film some rusty barbed wire. Here's the rusty barbed wire shot.
I don't know why they don't put
Why they have clean ones?
Here, now you can take the camera.
I can take the camera.
And we can prove there's more than 2 people in Sennedra.
Oh my
But there's
god!
still some mysterious people yet.
Mysteriousness!
Reveal everyone's identity because they might have some legal repercussions due to the record labels they're on. So,
It's true. Ish.
it's true-ish, yes.
It's true-ish.
All right, that's that. And let's talk about the metaphor of the wine in the video. It has dual meanings. This is our behind-the-scenes thing. I think this is good. We can do a behind-the-scenes. There's dual meaning because when it comes to Sennedra, the primary writing partners are myself and Andrew. And this is a bit of secret only Sennedra fans will know who watch this video and actually care. Is that for me anyways, the glass of water represents Andrew because he's actually, what is it called, straight edge?
Sure.
He doesn't drink or do any drugs, and I will drink, but I don't really do drugs. There's our other guest we had. Well, I mean, I can't say I haven't because I have smoked weed, but just like 18 years ago. Snowy, come into the light, buddy. And that's our guest, Snowflake Obsidian. Can't really see him, his eyes are glowing, but that's about it. And yeah, there's some GoPro behind the scenes shit. I don't know how we should release this. Should we put this up before the video or after the video?
Yeah, after.
Yeah, just for a giggle. Some more of Ray, but only his feet. Yeah. Can we let Ray talk on camera? Or maybe not. Oh, there you go.
Two battle.
Two battle.
Video.
And he say, battle, metal!
No, probably not.
No, probably not.
Do your death metal growl.
Do your death metal growl, Ray. That's why he's not the vocalist. That's why he's mostly like a computer and a keyboard kind of guy. He's also our tech support. There's the backyard. All these little bits. There's some intimate sneak shots in the bathroom. We won't show that.
that of an angel exalted, mild and expressive, rent with happiness. His fire and warmth returned as malice. And so he stood in defiance as a ghost choir rogue.
This next piece is a previously unreleased piece of music. It was originally going to be part of Cotton Viola, and it was sort of an instrumental extension to the song Astral Pain, and this one's called Counter Pain. The video is just some leaves falling in my backyard with the music going. Have a listen. It's only like 2 minutes long.
The shivering leaves of the poplar tremble, weak in a sharp autumn gale. They come tumbling down to the loam, falling in the fashion of autumn, laying as a counterpane of rust, neath a somnolent copse for all eyes to see.
As the crystalline majesty of winter gracefully bows out, and the streams of spring cut deep their earthen wound, it's at this time I'd like to tell you that the sentence by Sennedra is done, and all the recording's done. The last of the vocals was tracked just yesterday. The sentence is... So when it came time to do the third record, which is the sentence, I thought, well, here's a bunch of old songs from Ravenshade, which is the band Andrew and I were in before. We'd never used them in Ravenshade, and the only songs I used were ones that I wrote everything for, the riffs and the guitar, or that Andrew wrote everything for, the riffs, the guitar, the drums, and everything. But for the sentence, I revamped these songs. We changed a lot of stuff up, different production, different guitar tones. So one of the hardest things about what I'm doing right now is I'm scratch tracking stuff for an upcoming Sennedra release. It's going to be a while before it comes out, but some of you who follow us probably know that myself and Andrew used to be in a band called Ravenshade. There's a lot of songs we wrote in that band that never got used. Some that we played live years and years ago but never made it to records. And since the one guitar player passed away, Ravenshade was done and we turned our full focus on to Sennedra. So what I've done is taken some old Ravenshade riffs, ones that I wrote entirely, or myself and Andrew wrote. I didn't take anything that was co-written by my friend who passed away, because that would be wrong and it would be a shitty thing to do. One of the hard things is that a lot of the riffs were written in different tunings. In that time we were doing drop, C sharp, we were doing B, sometimes just E. Well, this guitar I keep tuned to D, period. And that's pretty much what most of Sennedra's stuff is in. I got the Strat over here, and the Strat is always in E. I've tried tuning the Strat down, but because it's got a whammy bar on it, string tension and setting it up and tuning it back and forth, it's a pain in the ass. So now I'm trying to basically relearn riffs before scratch tracking, which takes an awful lot of time, but you know, it'll get done. Fucking suck with chopsticks. I'll take those chopsticks, use them on a snare drum. That's what I'll do. Fuck it. Yummy. Fried rice and coffee. Breakfast of champions. It's James Scott here from Sennedra. Look at the walls of our little in-house studio. They are bare. You can probably even hear the echo in the room. Echo! We've stripped it down. I've got just the bare essentials because I will be moving to a new studio. There's my slightly new setup. Some people might think, you're going to make a professional record on that little rig, and my answer is, fuck yes I am. If you know what you're doing, you can make anything work for you. Skullface. Skullface! I've just been scratch tracking around. There's a little lyric sheet there. And this is just sort of a little update. Oh, now I'm cool. So cool. Yeah, so we've got probably two records on the go. One is possibly going to be a digital only release, one is going to be a full-blown record, but a lot is on hold until we get to the new studio. For now, I'm scratch tracking ideas, bouncing stuff back and forth with Andrew, seeing what he thinks about this, that, and the other, and yeah, the mind is spinning with ideas. Oh, those vocals fucking suck. So when it came to doing the Sentence record, because I'm 65 kilometers from anyone else to make music with and shoot videos with, we never really got around to making an official music video. There's a couple lyric videos out there. So I had conceived this idea, which was basically inspired by old Final Fantasy games. And what I was going to do is I was going to make a role-playing game, play it, like screen capture playing it, and turn it into a music video. That role-playing game was going to have characters and homages to Ravenshade and some of our supporters. And when I finally did the whole thing, I put it together, and it wasn't the greatest, and it was for the song Scratching the Surface, which we already had a lyric video for. So I never released it. This was going to be hold on to your pants. This was going to be the official music video for Scratching the Surface, and well, probably by watching it you'll see why I didn't quite think it was going to fit the vibe.
Turns in the gut. All your dreams go sour inside you. Try to clear your mind of the dark overwhelm. Only clouds of misery surround you. Deluge of growing sadness, a downpour of scarlet agony staining your life in every moment, leaving you cold, numb and lonely. You feel it weight, your candles burning out. Mortality is stalking you now. Your burning light slowly fades, only embers remain in the wake of flame. So you tell yourself in the darkest hour, don't let it choke the light out of me, pulling your flesh from your brittle bones, poisoned by insecurity. Still in the mirror, unforgiving. You're not so sure that you like what you see. You wish you could change your name in your face. Kill every faulty flaw that you see.
And that took us forward to the journey. And the journey is a whole different animal because the way the world is now, you don't really have to release a whole album. Not that we're going to stop releasing whole albums. I intend on releasing whole albums. We've got at least one album in the works that might be a double album that's a massive concept piece. That's basically Andrew's magnum opus that he's working on, and it's going to span lots of songs and is going to be a big one.
I like to find obscure stuff, and I am delving into that even more so with a very large conceptual plan. It could take a long time. I want to do it right for everybody, and I really think, you know, if we put this much into it, maybe this will take Sennedra to a whole another realm of creativity and really catch more people's attention. That's what you really got to do when it comes to metal. There's so many bands out there. We got to find a way to catch people's attention, and I think with this concept of mine, we can allow ourselves to expand musically in different directions and sort of work with the lyrics and the story. So I'm very interested and excited to try to do this, but I also want to do it right. So taking our time will be precise and smart thing to do, I believe. Outside of that, I got all kinds of conceptual or lyrical ideas. I'm just a machine when it comes to that stuff. The history, like I said, really intrigues me.
But back to the journey. The journey is just going to be, it's listed as an album on our Bandcamp, but what it is the journey is a placeholder. It's a name for the collection of songs, and that collection of songs is going to continue to grow.